Hello and welcome, foolish mortals. This is Emily.
And Clayton, your ghost host. And today we're talking a little bit of Wonderland.
Ooh, opposite about that is curiouser and curiouser.
So prepare to follow the white rabbit
into this Make It Magical podcast.
Okay.
Okay, it's time to make it magical.
So
we're starting a new series today.
Yeah, series, I'm assuming, huh?
Multiple parts.
But this will be part 1 of Clayton Watches Alice in Wonderland.
I mean, really, this is just Alice in Wonderland series. We decided to switch it up a little bit.
Yes.
In previous versions of Clayton Watches, we have done it where we've performed all the research first, learned about the making of the film, animators, everything you could ever want to know about the film. Talked about the ride spinoffs in the parks as well. And then we would cap it all off and have Clayton actually watch the film for the very first time. However, I was not ready nor prepared to present that information. So I thought it might be fun for Alice in Wonderland, which, by the way, if you do not know, that is one of my all-time favorite Disney animated films. Somehow I've let it slide and Clayton has yet to actually watch it.
I've watched part of it.
You fell asleep the very first time I tried showing it to you. That still burns.
Watched part of it.
It hurts, Clayton. It hurts.
It was a long day, very early in our relationship. Let's not act like it was.
You did get brownie points because it was a long day of you learning Walt Disney history.
Yes.
That was the same day I took you the very first time for your first visit at the Walt Disney Family Museum.
Don't we have a visit to the Walt Disney Family Museum coming up in like a week?
We do. We get to go see Tony Baxter. Well, actually not at the museum. It's presented by the museum, but we're going to go see it at ILM. It's supposed to be drawing in a big crowd. I think it's sold out.
Oh, but aren't we going to go to
Well, yeah, we're still going to go to the museum, of course. They have the Happiest Place on Earth exhibit there right now. That coordinates with the book that released this past summer, The Happiest Place on Earth.
Which also
about 70 years of Disneyland history.
Which also has a Tony Baxter connection because he was there to talk about it with Don Hahn. So I've been in a room with Tony Baxter.
We won't be as close to him this time. No. I'm sorry, Clayton.
We do have that coming up. We'll just have to get there early and we can kick people out of our way.
No.
All right, mousekeeping. You've just gotten off a jet plane.
I have, literally. I
went for a run this morning in the sun. So you're tired for one reason and I'm tired for another reason.
Two very different reasons, correct. So, I'm tired from a lot of Walt Disney World fun.
And I'm tired from life. Just life.
It's very exciting, though. It is a big deal for mousekeeping here.
Yeah.
I got to go on my very first hosted trip by Disney. I went for a travel agent training program over there. So Disney wonderfully hosted me there. I got to learn some really great things about hitting my sales, how to be a better travel agent, tell my clients. It was great. It was such a fun time.
Yeah.
So very grateful for that opportunity.
Yeah, I'm proud of you.
Oh.
And I stayed here working.
I brought you back some Epcot Germany caramel corn, though, has been devoured entirely.
This is true.
With the help of me. Don't worry, Clayton.
All right, mousekeeping. Anything else in mousekeeping?
We have a big trip coming up. I've been very fortunate. A lot of Disney World this year so far.
Yeah, well, we get on the Treasure. We're 1 month away.
We need to watch. I told my parents about this morning. So if you don't know, you're new to the show. My parents, we are taking them on their very first Disney cruise on the Disney Treasure. I told them this morning, go on Disney Plus because they have the making of the Disney Treasure. So I feel like that is our homework required. We need to watch it before we go. Had to do a little homework before you get to have fun on your trip.
Okay.
That's coming up less than a month away.
Yeah, 23-ish days. I think. Oh, man, 3 weeks to be on vacation.
7-night cruise on the Disney Treasure. We get Clayton, us ghost hosts. We get to go see the Haunted Mansion parlor on board. I cannot wait.
Neither can I.
Yeah, that's a spirit.
There's something about these lights. They're getting me.
They're making you sleepy. You did run a lot today. I don't blame you for being tired.
Emily came downstairs. I was laying on the floor with a blanket on top of me.
I poked him are your eyes closed? Because you were also listening to something.
I was listening to something.
So I wasn't sure if you were just closing your eyes enjoying it or you're actually passed out on the floor.
I may have fallen asleep. a chapter before that and
So
had
technically,
rewound
it was yes to both of those.
Yeah, that was a yes and yes question.
Yeah.
All right, what will Walt do?
Okay. Usually when we're doing a movie deep dive, I like to actually use a quote that speaks to me from the film. And this altogether encompasses everything that has to do about Alice in Wonderland.
Yeah.
Now, this is a particular quote that our main character, Alice, says at one point. If I had a world of my own, everything would be nonsense.
That's one word for this movie. Nonsense.
You better watch yourself, buddy.
Whole lot of nonsense.
Clayton, this one's one of my favorites.
I know.
I will preface it by saying
the book itself is literally like an allegory for certain things. So there's a lot of nonsense. Mm-hmm. I've never read the book.
I'm currently reading it right now. So actually, Disney's Alice in Wonderland, it's based on both of the Lewis Carroll books, Alice's Adventures in Wonderland, and then the sequel, Through the Looking Glass. So I'm planning on reading both of them. Yes.
Little combo.
What I wanted to say, I will preface this episode by saying it is one of my favorites. However, I fully understand people out there who don't get it because it's a very weird movie. But that's part of why I love it.
It's got some...
It's its own thing.
It's got some moments.
It's not a cookie cutter Disney film.
No.
It's its own thing.
Okie dokie.
Well, so Clayton, this is your first time ever seeing Alice in Wonderland. I'll admit.
Technically.
You didn't remember anything from it, so it is your very first time.
I remembered the oyster scene. But I forgot the whole scene that they're in the ocean before that. Like, that's weird.
Okay. Maybe this is when you started fading.
Just like drooping, just like.
You caught little glimpses of the walrus and the carpenter.
Who am I, your parents? All right.
So your very first time watching this, I will admit, I was a little nervous going into this because I love it so much. I was a bit nervous you wouldn't like it. You need to wake up, sir.
I'm drinking an espresso right now.
Chug it.
It's just like these lights.
Wake up.
They're at
I do know what you mean.
It's like a frequency. I don't know why. There's been no change in the lights, but now they're at a different frequency, and
it does make me kind of sleepy.
It does make me kind of sleepy.
It like kind of lulls my eyes closed for some reason. I don't know why, but you're not crazy. You're not crazy like the characters in Alice.
I know I'm not crazy. Okay, so what did I think
of
the film?
You're as mad as a hatter, Clayton.
What did I think of the film? Is that what you're trying to get out of here?
Yes, this seems like a good opener. What did you actually think of the film?
Yeah.
And any expectations going into it? I think you already do have expectations because you've been on the Disneyland dark ride many times, so you have quite an idea. Anything you already knew about it going in?
Second best or first best dark ride in Fantasyland?
First best. First best.
First best?
I love the Alice. It's also unique to Disneyland. There's not another Alice dark ride out there in the entire world. You know what? They should do an updated version of the Alice dark ride. Not in Disneyland because I want the original to stay there. But in another Disney park. Maybe Magic Kingdom. They could expand Fantasyland even more. And they could do an Alice in Wonderland, still dark ride, but it could be trackless because that goes in theme with it being wacky and zany. You don't know where you're going to go in Wonderland. That could make a great ride.
Yeah.
Disney, come in closer. Listen up. You can use this idea. You don't need to pay me anything for it. Just build it.
Okay. I thought it was good.
I'm going to need more than that from you because this is what you said to me last night. I was dying to hear your thoughts. I'm like, Clayton, as soon as it's over, you were silent. Clayton, what'd you think? It was good. I'm like, that's it? I only get one word? Maybe you shouldn't have given me extra espresso today.
It was good.
Clayton.
Yes.
This is a podcast.
Is it?
This is where we talk. The only way this works is with a conversation between the two of us. One word answers are not going to fly today, sir.
Okay. It exceeded my expectations.
So you really weren't expecting anything out of it?
Well, I actually don't know what that was. I was just trying to think of a multi-word thing to say, but no, I thought it was good. I thought it's definitely, they won't make a animated movie like that now.
Oh no, there's way too many things in it that would not fly.
I think is a shame in a lot of ways because animation, we've talked about a lot as a very intriguing medium that you can do a lot of intriguing things with because you don't have to necessarily be bound by the concepts of reality.
I'm intrigued with what you're saying.
Like, let's look at another movie that came out right now, which is Project Hail Mary. And that...
You're just trying to bring this movie up whenever you possibly can.
It's so good.
It is very good. Those were also, before we started recording this, I was telling Clayton that I had sent you. So it's funny how I switched between saying you and then Clayton, because I'm talking to you and also of all of our listeners. So I want to make sure it's like there's a huddle. They're also included in this. But I said, check your DMs, because I sent you a couple gems. They all have to do with Project Hail Mary. Maze. Yeah, possibly.
But like that one is a return to, even though it's a fanciful sci-fi thing, it's told within, like it's done with realistic, like realism. It's like not CGI, which, and they achieved a lot of really cool things with that. And so if you take something like that and do it in animation.
Well, Project Hail Mary, when you actually do things physically, it's gonna always look good. It's
gonna look a lot better, yeah.
That's why I say about when we rewatch movies from like the 80s, man, it still holds up. That's because everything, they use practical effects. It still is going to look, maybe not everything, but majority of those films, it will hold up because it's something physically in front of you. It is always going to be more believable than something computer generated.
Yeah.
Because technology keeps advancing at such a fast rate that you don't really know how it's going to hold up 5, 10, 20 years from now. You just don't know. Same thing for like dark rides or any physical ride. I'm a big fan when there's animatronics in front of me. A ride like Haunted Mansion or Pirates that relies on actual practical sets, that is always gonna hold up.
So I've never seen the live action Alice.
I feel like I almost should show it to you.
But it's got that, I feel like it's a better story told in animation. Just because.
Well, if you watched the live action one, you would still say that.
Because I know who directed it, so I understand why they would look in that way. But at the end of the day, I think that this is a movie that the whimsicalness of the source material is better told in the animation pipeline. Yes. And it's unfortunate that they don't make animated movies that are dark in tone or darker in tone.
And Alice is very much has the dark tones to it.
And so now a lot of animated movies, not all, but the good ones, the
overwhelming majority,
the good
play
ones,
it very safe.
Yeah, the good ones touch your emotions, and one of the key things with that is the struggle that the characters go through, and when they're not afraid to kind of pull the punches, like thinking like Inside Out, wasn't afraid to do that.
Yeah, I agree.
Coco,
absolutely.
And I think that's something that Disney has lost recently. I don't know. Hoppers was supposed to be good. We haven't seen it.
Yeah, we can't speak on that. I wanted to go see it. It just didn't really work out with us getting sick. Time.
Yeah. So, I don't know. But like you look at it and we're going to get a Toy Story 5.
I'd say withhold judgment until you actually see it.
I know.
You also have not watched the trailer. I do think Toy Story 5 has a lot of potential depending how they drive the message home. Because there's really good messaging potential within this one for children and adults, parents, everybody. So I hope that it's like, I don't necessarily want Toy Story 5. I don't want a million sequels. I really like when we get to meet new characters and new worlds. Yeah. But they could do something really great with it. With Inside Out 2, I wasn't excited for it. I didn't expect anything because there was just so many sequels coming out at the time. But I loved Inside Out 2 and what they did with it. It was something completely different than the first one.
Yeah. I want... There's so much possibility, and it's just they're not, in my opinion, not willing to go down those paths anymore.
It's considered a risk, for sure, especially with kids' films or family films.
Right.
Studios, and I'm not just talking about Disney. I'm talking about all movie studios are very scared about towing that line of being too scary or dark for kids, and that parents will complain about it.
Yeah.
And saying, oh, this isn't meant for kids. But it's a very different time. I mean, especially back then when Alice came out in, I think, the 50s.
50s, yeah.
And even still, us growing up when we were kids, those movies still, maybe they didn't have quite as much as in something like Alice in Wonderland.
Yeah.
But those movies that
yeah.
came out when we were kids, they still weren't afraid to scare kids or make them feel deep emotions, because it goes back to Walt Disney's mentality. I love it. It's such great thinking that you just need to have the perfect balance. Like every scare, there needs to be a smile, or every tear, there needs to be laughter. So it's just a balance.
Yeah.
And to me, and how I grew up, when I would watch those things that seemed scary, or I'd go on rides that felt scary, when I'd come out of it and I was fine, I felt a lot braver because of it.
I mean, you look at Lion King. Kids still watch Lion King today.
Mm-hmm.
It's perfectly fine.
Yeah.
So it's, but yeah.
Let's go back. We're kind of trailing on this is
but
a great conversation.
I like the darker tone of it. So that's how we got on.
Alice in Wonderland is very much a risk.
Yeah.
That's not just the Disney formula. It's very much far and away from the Disney formula in all aspects.
Yeah. No, and I appreciate it for that. And I appreciate that, I'm glad we have it as a darker, like, look.
Weird and kooky.
It's like the
quirky.
perfect avenue for stuff that happened within animation and to be told in an animated story, because you can let your imagination go onto the page and have it be present in ways that would struggle where it wouldn't have that
the same punch.
Like it's that uncanny valley type of thing.
Yeah.
Where it's like so far out there that when you try to do it in live action, it's just like it calls attention to itself. Mm-hmm. But within animation,
you can get away with so much.
Yeah.
Especially the world of Wonderland.
Yeah, which is kooky.
Mad. Just simply mad, Clayton.
We're all mad down here. Expectations going into it? Well, considering it's your favorite film, several expectations probably that I needed to like it, and if I didn't like it, I would be.
It's okay. Well,
I don't
want to say it's okay if you don't like it.
I didn't like it.
Really?
And was like, go in a doghouse
really
right now. Yeah.
Really?
I didn't like it at all.
Okay,
I didn't like it some. No good. Okay.
You just need to tell me what you really think. Don't mess with me.
I thought it was good. I thought it was good. I can appreciate a good film, so I thought it was good. It's weird, and there's a lot going on. I forgot that the walrus oyster scene was like just
actually a pretty long sequence,
and it's like a dream sequence. I didn't even realize
it's a story.
I didn't realize it was a story.
Tweedledee and Tweedledum were telling a story.
I've somehow missed that the first time we watched that, because I was awake through that portion of it. But I think I fell asleep shortly there. I fell asleep somewhere after the caterpillar, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So I was awake for that portion, but I had no recollection of it being like a story sequence.
Yeah.
All I knew from Tweedledee, Tweedledum is when they popped up, I said, this way, no, that way, which is a line from the ride.
I got excited when you said that.
And then when we did the Mad Hatter sequence, I was like, oh, I feel like I've seen this before.
Well, yeah, what you said was, I feel like I've instantly been transported into Disneyland.
Emily was really like, oh,
ooh,
oh my.
Correct thing to say right now.
Yeah. So,
okay.
No real true expectations besides I better like this.
Probably just knew it was going to be a little strange.
Yeah, that's
Does it give you more insight into what kind of a kid I was, since this was my favorite Disney movie? I think like the weirdest one.
No new insight in that regard, no.
I mean, I really more so... I have a section where we'll talk about characters, but Alice is just a character that I've always really loved.
Yeah.
But we can talk more about it.
All right. Let's talk about it later.
Okay. Here we go. Favorite characters. I would say Alice in Wonderland. That is a big part of its charm. There are so many memorable characters.
Yeah.
It's not like there's just one.
No.
There are many that will stick out with you. Even with like Tweedledee and Tweedledum. They're not in it for very long, where they're presenting themselves just as their characters. So yeah, they tell the Walrus and the Carpenter story, but that's not Tweedledee and Tweedledum.
No.
But they stick out with you.
They do.
They're probably only in it for a couple minutes.
And this is true. They are only there for a couple minutes. My favorite characters, Cheshire Cat.
Good answer, because he's my all-time favorite.
How do you feel about
What about
him?
Dinah? How do you feel about Dinah, the cat? Her pet cat, Dinah. So cute.
Oh. How do you feel about the Cheshire Cat being lumped in with the villains?
He's not a villain. I don't get that. Why is he mixed with the villains at Oogie Boogie Bash?
I don't know.
He doesn't belong there.
He doesn't belong there. He's just a rascally cat.
Yeah. Just a rascally little guy.
He's just a rascally.
A big fluffy tail.
He's just a rascally little guy. Cheshire Cat.
Why do you like him? Gotta say, Sterling Holloway, the voice casting for the Cheshire Cat.
Excellent voice.
So good. And also, it's the same voice. He's not trying to do anything different with it.
Yeah.
But two distinct characters, the Cheshire Cat and Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah.
And Caw.
I like his appearance.
Mm-hmm.
And
you can do a lot of fun gags with him.
And how they do a fun gag with him appearing and disappearing.
Yeah.
I like the part where he pulls down the lever to get straight to the castle.
Yeah, that's great.
So Cheshire Cat.
It's a thinker apparently for Clayton.
Yes. I don't really fully understand the caterpillar sequence.
Okay. I don't know. I don't think you have to.
Okay. I don't fully understand the caterpillar sequence.
Who are you?
I don't really get what the point of that one is, in the sense of what am I supposed to be learning here. I think the one about the walrus and the carpenters don't trust walruses.
Yeah.
Especially with your oysters.
Listen to your mother.
Yeah, listen to your mother.
Listen to your mother, everyone.
Yeah. I mean, Cheshire Cat definitely my favorite. Alice, I think, as the main character, is definitely up there.
Mm-hmm.
The door handle, the doorknob.
He's great.
He's great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With the character of Alice,
Mm-hmm.
Catherine Beaumont, she's the voice actress of Alice.
Mm.
And I think she does a phenomenal job with the character and portraying a little girl and expressing emotions. She's not just a cookie cutter character.
No.
She gets sad, she cries, she may be hard on herself. She's just very curious.
Yeah. Maybe don't eat the cookie that says "eat me" without asking.
Or the
a
bottle
question.
that says "drink me."
Maybe ask some questions first.
This also goes in part. This is more storyline.
Yeah.
I do really love that scale is played with so much in this film. It's a lot of fun, from her growing and shrinking all the time.
Yeah.
And the scale of her being the size of, smaller than a flower and being bigger than a house.
Yeah.
Makes for a lot of great gags and scenes. Yeah.
Mad Hatter, March Hare.
Mm-hmm, of course.
I think all the characters have a charm in all the little vignettes.
They do. Even the king, who
doesn't
really need to be in there at all, but they do a lot of funny little jokes with him.
I think the best is definitely Cheshire Cat.
Cheshire Cat's my ultimate favorite. Yeah.
So
So correct answer.
I have a funny Cheshire Cat.
Correct.
I have a funny Cheshire Cat story.
My backpack?
Yeah.
Go ahead. Elaborate.
So when we were going on our first cruise, I had a very expensive item in my person.
That happens to be on my finger right now.
Yeah. And we only had one backpack that we were taking for our flight over there.
Mm-hmm.
And it happened to be your Cheshire Cat bag. I wasn't going to put the wedding ring in the check baggage.
Mm-hmm.
So I took it in the backpack. I was like, no, I'll carry that bag around. So I'm walking around the airport and everything.
Clayton, are you sure? I can carry a No. I got it. No need to look in here.
No.
You need anything out of here? I'll grab it for you.
Yeah. Favorite songs?
Yeah. This one actually has a lot of songs in it. You probably are. You should know what mine is.
On Birthday?
No. Golden Afternoon.
Yeah, I knew that one.
Oh, man.
That's a good one. On Birthday Song is a good one. What's the one she's singing when she's all sad? In the forest?
Very Good Advice.
Oh, that's the one. Yeah, Very Good Advice. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's definitely a Golden Afternoon just because of all the imagery that's associated with that. And then the On Birthday Song just for all the ridiculousness associated with that one.
Yeah. Painting the Roses Red is also that's pretty high up there. But I would agree with your top two choices. Painting the Roses Red sticks out for me. And probably a very underrated one. I've always really liked before she actually goes into the rabbit hole in A World of My Own, where she's like laying in a field and the flowers are right above her. There's just a lot of really great lines in it. One in particular, I'm trying to think of off the top of my head. She says, "I could listen to a babbling brook and hear a song that only I could understand." There's a lot of great lines that have always stuck with me.
Good imagery, yeah.
Yeah.
But I would say it's between those two for me. It was my favorite.
I would agree. Yeah. Good choices.
Okay.
Well, this goes in really well because we already mentioned Golden Afternoon, or All in a Golden Afternoon. Favorite scenes or moments. That is my favorite scene from the entire movie. Just everything from it, start to finish, when she goes to meet the flowers. There's a lot of great back and forth with her.
Yeah.
And like almost kind of plant jokes. And the big sweeping song number, it's so colorful. Such great imagery.
Bread and butterflies. Yeah. No, I think that's definitely the
horsefly. Oh, I mean a rocking horsefly.
That one, on birthday, for a lot of the gags that are going on that one.
Iconic.
Like he cuts the teacup in half, but it fills up.
Yeah.
Like
just half a cup if you don't mind.
Yeah. That one.
That leads for a lot of great comedy too. It goes into utter chaos with the Mad Watch.
Yeah.
This is one of my favorite. There's just a lot of funny moments with the Mad Hatter. Great character. Just so out there and crazy. But he's trying to fix the clock. And he's like, I need butter. I need jam. And then the March Hare hands him mustard. He's like, mustard? Don't let us be silly.
Yeah.
Now jam is different.
The scene with the army of cards.
I told you, I stopped right before that great sequence. I said, now, Clayton, we'll watch closely now. This is pure gold.
Yeah, a lot of interesting colors in that sequence.
And all the different formations they do. It's just so clever.
Yeah. And then the chase scene, which is
the final chase scene.
Yeah, famous. Is that except did they rotoscope over that one, or did they rotoscope? Is that rotoscoped over, or do they rotoscope over that one for the Toad one? Because isn't it Toad in that one also? I thought they rotoscoped over.
Did they?
I thought so.
I don't know. I'm about to do research on Alice, so I'll find out for you in these following episodes, I guess.
I thought that they had.
I don't know.
But the chase scene with which is a common gag in a lot of things now, where they're racing through like doorways, and up and down the hallway. It's a common gag.
There's a lot of great transitions too. It's even gets crazier just how she goes from like falling down the wave of cards to her then being in the water.
Yeah.
Like it's leading her through the path that she basically went through Wonderland, but now back in reverse to get back to real life.
Yeah.
And I don't know why, as a kid, I found it especially trippy when she finally gets to the doorknob because there's so much urgency. Like, as a kid, my heart felt like it was racing. It's like, oh my gosh, she needs to get away from the queen. But then the Mad Hatter and the March Hare are like, they're being wacky and keeping her and pulling her back. She finally gets to the doorknob. And the doorknob's, no, you forgot the key. Like, I'm locked. You can't get back through. And he opens his mouth and she looks through it and she's like, I'm still sleeping. Like, I can see I don't know. There's something so weird about that. Yeah. As a kid, that freaked me out. Like, she's like looking at the doorknob. Wait, that's me. Wake up. Wake up.
No, I think those are my favorite ones.
Yeah.
I mean, Walrus is interesting, but it's weird.
It's very weird.
Same with the dodo.
Your funny joke was, hey, why'd the dodo get the cut from the ride?
Yeah, the dodo.
It's not mentioned at all.
The dodo doesn't get mentioned at all.
What about the oysters? Why don't they have an animatronic walrus eating oysters?
I can imagine why that.
Cute little oysters.
I can imagine why that one got cut.
Not very family friendly.
No.
Yeah, there's a lot of really great for Golden Afternoon and the Mad Tea Party. Not just the songs involved, everything about it from start to finish.
Yeah,
are so iconic. Those are like the imagery from both of those. They are burned into my mind just from the start of Alice hearing the first like toots of the different teapots, and then she like there's one certain angle that I really love where she like peers in.
Yeah.
And it's just like a interesting visual of her seeing the table of tea through this.
The whole gags in the on birthday scene are just ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like the whole scene, that's like a 15-minute sequence, isn't it? It's like a crazy.
I don't know how long it is.
Going all the way through the watch, I feel like it's definitely a long one.
Yeah.
It's probably the best overall, I think, in the whole movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So your favorite's Tea Party. Mine's Golden Afternoon.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think those are two great ones.
Okay.
All right. Into quotes. I wrote some down. These are just the most iconic ones to me. I'm sure you didn't memorize any. There's a lot of ones. Even if people haven't seen Alice, you've heard of these. I mean, for sure, if you've gone on the Disneyland ride,
you've heard these,
you have no other option but to. But I'm late.
Yeah.
Curiouser and curiouser. Who are you? And off with their heads. Those are very short ones.
Yeah.
But then I wrote down a couple extra ones. The one that I mentioned at the very beginning of the episode, I've always really loved this. If I had a world of my own, everything would be nonsense.
Mm-hmm.
I think for the character of Alice, because we didn't really mention her during favorite characters, but I've always just really loved her because she's just in her own dream world all the time.
Yeah.
And that's kind of how I felt I was as a kid. So that's why I was mainly drawn to a movie like this that's outside the box and doesn't fall in the norm of a princess movie. It's very weird and quirky, and it's more, I think, meant for kids where your imaginations really run wild, like down to everything, the weird character designs, everything.
Yeah.
This is one from Alice. I think this is just great on its own. You don't even need context from the movie. But that's just the trouble with me. I give myself very good advice, but I very seldom follow it. Can highly relate to this one. I can be really good at giving advice to others. However,
you know what? Considering, you know what? That is right. Because you don't follow any of the advice I hear you give people.
I don't.
Yeah.
However, when I look at other people, I'm like, what are you doing?
And then you're over there fretting in your own quagmire of the same thing.
So I relate a lot to Alice.
Yeah.
I can give others really good advice and give it to myself, but I don't usually listen to it when I'm offering it to myself.
I'm aware that you do that, yes.
Do you know who this one is? What character says this? I have an excellent idea. Let's change the subject.
Gotta be the Mad Hatter.
It's the March Hare. I just thought that was hilarious.
50-50 chance.
Most everyone's mad here. You may have noticed that I'm not all there myself.
And then he's disappearing when he says this. This is the best, probably the best quote.
So good.
Especially because it plays on the gag of him, especially because he's disappearing in that way.
Well, it goes from the transition. He says, most everyone's mad here. And he goes completely mad, like crazy. Ha ha, ha ha ha. And then all of a sudden it's like very slow. Even the music that's playing with it. You may have noticed that I'm not all there myself.
Yeah.
And then he disappears and you still hear him like humming that little song he sings. I always looked forward to the Cheshire Cat because he shows up a couple different times.
Yeah, he does, yeah.
Were those some good ones?
Those were great quotes, actually. Yes, they were.
Anything to offer, Clayton?
No, they were great quotes. No, I thought I said that.
Okay. Onward.
Yeah.
The part I'm not looking forward to. What could use improvement, Clayton? What are the film's weak points?
Okay, well, if we're evaluating it from 70 years later, I think it's tough to say that because it's a collection of vignettes and interlocking stories in the sense that as she's strolling through Wonderland, but they're essentially nothing it's her journey through Wonderland, but it's
about the journey. It's not about the story.
There's not really much that, right. Which then I think in the Tim Burton one, don't they try to make it like this whole like oppression thing? There's
more story involved.
Yeah, they try to do this whole oppression.
In my opinion, takes away from the fun of Wonderland.
Right.
The way I equate Alice in Wonderland, it's a similar film type to something like Wizard of Oz or even Labyrinth, where it's about the journey. And those kinds of movies, you can get lost in it. It's not so much about an overarching story or a bunch of things you're supposed to learn by the end of it. It's about you going on this journey of sorts with the main character, meeting all these crazy characters, all the sites, the places they visit, whoever the main character may be. And like, I just love those kinds of films. And it's more emotion driven than story driven.
Yeah. Which I think,
because like for Wizard of Oz, the goal is, okay, I'm trying to find those ruby slippers and then I need to get back home.
Yeah.
There isn't really, other than that, it's just about the actual journey ahead for Dorothy. This, she's just following a white rabbit. That's the whole through line for it.
Yeah, and I think that's just the nature of the subject matter they're adapting.
Mm-hmm.
Because when you read some of the older books in this area, yeah, there's not an overarching theme.
And yeah,
because they were like an allegory for stuff.
Yeah.
And they kind of they use this dream world as a way to belabor a certain point. So I think if they try to make this movie now, they add some aspect to it to try to make it covered, which I don't think is needed in the same way. Like then they did the live action when they had this whole subplot thing. So I don't think it's tough to judge a movie 70 years later on when it's adapting source material that's almost.
I don't know how.
100
again, I
years
haven't
old
gotten
now?
to research it. This will probably be in one of the next episodes. Probably in the next episode.
C.S. Lewis and Tolkien were alive at the same time, so they were. It's maybe almost 100 years old.
Lewis Carroll.
Oh, Lewis Carroll.
It's like this isn't C.S. Lewis.
Oh, Lewis Carroll. Yeah, something like that. I think.
Well, what I can say, since I am currently reading the book, it very much does follow the book. Like things are cut out and they change it to make it more entertaining for a film medium.
Yeah.
However, the book doesn't have. It's just about the journey of the main character Alice going into Wonderland and meeting all these characters, and it probably makes even less sense. The Disney one makes more sense, at least in my opinion.
Yeah. So Lewis Carroll, not C.S. Lewis.
Yes.
Lewis Carroll, 1865 came out, so it's almost 106 years old.
Wow.
So, I kind of told you about this with that Foundation show I'm watching, because in Foundation it's written by a book that's written by Isaac Asimov, so it's science fiction.
Mm-hmm.
But they changed so much of it, and it's basically a shell only, because it just doesn't. Some of the things that are talked about in that book do not translate in modern day culture.
Yeah.
So I don't think that there's really areas where it needs improvement. It's a wacky film that does these wacky things.
It doesn't necessarily have to make a ton of sense.
It's like if you're watching it and people look at it, it's going to be like, because you're hopping from like scene to scene, and it can be, I guess the one thing that people would, especially in this day and age where everyone's half distracted when they're watching something, it would be, they're like, oh, what are we doing here now?
This doesn't make sense.
Exactly.
This is weird.
So,
which I say, yes, it's meant to be very weird.
Yeah. So I think it's tough to judge it from that perspective. And I think it's, I will refuse to come up with any weak points.
You're meant to just go on a fun ride. That's what this film's meant to be.
Yeah. I mean, there's probably some problematic things that are in there, but if you watch Wizard of Oz, it's the same thing.
Yeah.
So, and those are in the same realm of journey.
Mm-hmm.
Both of them. So.
Wow. So this is great. So the weak points for the film, you're just like, well, it doesn't really have any. That's what I'm hearing.
Yeah.
All right. Well, from the bottom of the barrel that we were just at right now, we can only go up from here, Clayton. Anything that you're really impressed by? What were your favorite things about this film?
The opening credits.
I just gotta say, whenever for those old Disney movies where you get the opening title cards with just like the still animation and everyone that worked on the film and the sweeping orchestral music. Oh, Alice in Wonderland, the opening song with the credits.
Yes.
So good. So good. Big orchestra singing. I love it.
But you just look at the names of people who worked on this film, and it is
legends upon legends.
Legends down the block.
Yeah. I meant to ask you this while we were watching the film. Mary Blair was a huge influence on the style, the color, design.
I don't think
everything.
It's the same
Did you
movie.
See that?
I don't think it's the same movie if she's not involved.
Yeah. Did you notice all that throughout the film? Like she is written all over it.
I mean, it's from the minute she gets into Wonderland, it is very dark colors with high contrasting like four colors. Which is just Mary Blair style.
Yeah.
And so I just don't think that. I don't think
without Mary Blair.
I don't think it's the same movie without her, and I just don't think it speaks in the same way. You need her type of like.
Here you go. We will watch. This will be the thing. I think we've agreed, or I'm saying it now. I'm making the decision for us. We will watch the Tim Burton Alice in Wonderland. I have not seen the sequel movie, Through the Looking Glass. I don't know if we'll watch that one. However, we'll watch the first one. Mm-hmm. And that is your answer right there, because you can look at what they do with the colors of Wonderland in that film, compare it to this one, and you can tell me which one you think did a better job.
I can already tell you which one I think I know did a better job. But it's like that, and then like Mark. So we are before the opening of Disneyland.
Yes.
So
we are.
All of those people that would soon go over to do work. Mm-hmm. Some would stay, some would go. Mark Davis.
Blaine Gibson was involved in this.
Reitherman is involved in this. Blaine Gibson's involved with this.
All the 9 old men.
All the 9 old men.
Or all of them. They're all on like one title card.
Who's the one animator that was the
Oh no. Oh no. I need more than that, Clayton. I need more than just who's the one animator. He
had the window on Floyd Norman.
Uh-huh.
He's in that too, right?
Was he?
I think so.
I don't know.
I saw his name, I'm pretty sure.
Okay. Really? I thought he got hired on later.
I could have sworn I saw his name.
Okay, I don't know. Well, I didn't see it. I trust you if you say you saw it.
Okay, so that opening credits.
Yeah. Oh, I'm so glad you brought that up. Yes. You get the final end card too, just the end. Yes. Also, runtime, hour and 21 minutes.
Oh yeah, big win. Big win there. Big win. Big win when it comes to runtime.
Yes. What else were you most impressed by? I think, we already touched upon this with Mary Blair. The use of colors. The fun designs of Wonderland. We didn't even talk about the weird, woodland characters she encounters right before she
with umbrella
has her sob session. Maybe that's also why I also really relate to Alice. She's not afraid to cry. I do partake.
Okay, do the birthday song with me. Do. Don't you just feel like you're in Disneyland right now getting off Alice in Wonderland?
A merry, very birthday to you.
And then that scene though is pretty loud though in the ride. Maybe I'm getting old.
You are getting old. It's just the right amount of loud. You know, that scene in the ride, Clayton, Yale Gracie was involved with one of the effects in there.
The candle.
The candle.
Oh, the tea. Sorry,
the swirling tea that's coming out of it.
I knew it.
You said candle. What are you talking about?
Emily found a new detail in the Haunted Mansion line in Magic Kingdom.
I did.
Only because we never seem to go in the extended queue portion anymore.
I think because we always go on Haunted Mansion there, either right in the morning,
first thing, or we have a pass.
So they had never have a reason to open it up.
Yeah.
Oh, that was so fun. I'll have to post about it. Yeah. We'll just say it calls out to Ken Anderson. Ken Anderson. Exitencio, is he called out in that? Like all on the same wall.
Yale. I thought it was Yale. Rolly.
Ken Anderson,
and maybe X.
Okay. The greats that helped with Haunted Mansion.
I mean, there's a lot of greats. We were explaining that to your parents last time we were in Disneyland because they had the tombstones.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I'll have to point out a lot of fun facts to them when I take them on their plaid guided tour.
Careful.
Me acting as Plaid.
Are you packing a plaid jumpsuit?
Our friends, Corey and Greg, they were asking, well, maybe you should wear plaid that entire day. You know,
Greg's a bit of a stinker.
Why?
With his torment of me specifically. You too.
So what we're talking about, when I was in Disney World this past week, I got to meet up with some of our great friends, Greg and Corey.
You were doing this before them also.
Pirates of the Polynesian on Instagram and also on YouTube. They've gotten back into posting vlogs. Go check them out. Pirates of the Polynesian. Mm-hmm. But yes, I got to meet up with them for a little bit in Magic Kingdom. And it was Greg's request that we FaceTime you as we got on the People Mover cards.
Emily also
Why don't you feel like you were there with us?
Emily also sent me a picture of People Mover socks. She's like, I found these for you.
Yeah.
And I freaked out because it was the Disneyland People Mover carts, not the
Not the Disney World ones.
Not the Disney World ones. The Disneyland people mover
that
carts
have like the canopy
with the
over
canopies. And I was like,
they know where to hit you where it hurts, Clayton.
Well, then why are they selling merch like that? Tell me. Okay. In any place. This is not a.
No. Where were we?
We were talking about Alice in Wonderland.
No, but what was the last thing
we were talking about? Mary
about?
Blair, Alice in Wonderland. She's got the
characters. I was talking about the weird characters.
She's got the things that we'll never be able to see in Tomorrowland anymore. Okay. So it's kind of relevant. It's kind of relevant.
No, that's not relevant. You're just kidding.
It's kind of relevant.
You're just talking about what used to be right now.
What used to be.
Clayton, what I really love is just along with like the bread and butterflies and having fun with that kind of imagery. Yeah. I love the weird designs of the woodland animals or creatures right before she starts crying in the forest.
Yeah.
That's so much fun.
They are fun.
They're also in
understand.
The dark ride.
I don't understand what they're supposed to be. Because you have the umbrella.
Weird. We're just weird animals.
Not like a
umbrella birds. Fly. They're not meant to be a play on.
Oh.
They're just meant to be weird designs.
Like the ducks are like duck calls, but with like the eggplant body.
Wait, what? Yeah. Duck calls.
It's like, you ever heard a duck call?
No.
It's like what hunters used to.
Oh, is that what it's called? Like a honk honk?
I thought so.
Honkity honkities.
Maybe
those honkity honkities.
Maybe I'm making stuff up.
Maybe that's their species name.
Okay.
The honkity honkities.
All right.
Yeah, I think that's just so much fun. And then one detail I really love too, when she's trying to find her way back home on that little path, that little like dog with the broom head and tail. Yeah. He just like keeps sweeping, goes around her and then keeps sweeping.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Anything else?
No.
Talk more. Praise
you're
the
gonna
film
talk.
More,
you're gonna ask me to talk about it when you ask me to compare.
Let me see if there's anything specifically.
I've covered it.
Okay. If you're sure.
I'm sure.
Final call.
I got it. You're gonna ask me to compare it against many other films, and you're gonna be over there sitting like, at least I don't have to do this, and I'm gonna be struggling with it.
You know what? One thing I really do enjoy is the White Rabbit. How he goes, "Oh, my fur and whiskers." No. He also has the cutest house. He
does, but it's been destroyed by a giant girl.
And then Dodo keeps trying to burn it down after she left.
Yeah.
All right, Clayton, here we go.
Yes.
We have now officially completed 7. You heard it right. 7 movies as part of Clayton Watches. Can you believe it?
No.
Thanks for that. Thanks for that commentary there.
I can't believe it.
Very insightful.
I do notice that they went from 1 episode to 2 episodes.
That's not
to
important.
3 episodes to, I don't know, 8 episodes.
That's not important. What's really important, though, is how does this film rank for you compared to the other movies? Now, let's just do a little recap here, shall we? First Clayton Watches we ever did was Treasure Planet. If you want to go back and enjoy this episode yourself, dear listeners, you go to episode 36. The next one we did was Brother Bear, episode 61. Following that, The Rescuers, episode 90. The Fox and the Hound. Ooh, this is where it gets fancy. This is a 2-parter for Fox and the Hound. Episodes 112 through 113. Atlantis, episodes 144 to 147. And then we had a very long series. The last one we did, The Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh, were episodes 152 to 159. We did the Clayton Watches on episode 157 and then followed that up with Pooh Rides in the Parks. We took a little bit of a gap there. Those are episodes 167 through 168. Winnie the Pooh was a honker for sure.
What was for 8 episodes the difference between when we talked about the rides and not?
I think we had trip recaps.
Oh.
That must have been it. Can you believe that? We started this episode 36. Treasure Planet was the first Clayton Watches we did.
I don't know what episode we're on anymore.
We're in like 180 territory almost, right?
I have no idea.
I think last time I checked it was 170s.
Okay.
Look how far we've come, Clayton.
Yeah.
So how does this rank in comparison to the others for you? Don't need to give me the ranking yet. We will end off the episode with that. But to the other ones, you seeing Alice in Wonderland for the very first time through an adult set of ojos. What are your thoughts compared to these others?
It's, oh man, why is this question on here?
Why? This is just like give your final thoughts about the film.
But
You just said you were prepared for this.
No, I was being sarcastic and joking with you.
What?
Not prepared for this. We had a hard enough time tear-raking Disneyland carts last week.
You just need to tell me what you think about the film.
I thought it was a glorious film that is beautifully animated and is something that we would never see in this day and age if they tried to make it 30 years later.
And even if they did, it wouldn't have the same magic or charm.
Yes.
Or weirdness.
I mean, they tried dark movies later on. They didn't work the same way that this one does. I miss dark animation movies.
Yeah, I do too.
It's such a wonderful medium. It's just like there's this weird, unfortunate thing of where in the States animation is for kids, and it's just not the case.
We've regressed. That's not what it's meant to be.
Especially when you look at like
viewed that way. But Walt said, no, they're not. Animated films, they're not just cartoons. They're meant for everybody. They're an art form, people.
I mean, if you look at what's coming out of Japan when it comes to anime and what they're reaching now in terms of like pop culture, and in some of these cases, they are some of the most beautifully told, tremendously done stories that I've ever seen. Talking about Frieren before Journey or after Journey's End. This is my favorite thing on the internet, like in popular culture right now, is this TV show. I have to wait. What month is it? March?
Yes.
I have to wait 18 months for the next season to come out. But it'll be worth it in everything because they are telling a tremendously interesting story, and they are doing it in a medium that gives them fantastic ability to tell that story and do things. And they are doing it so beautifully done, well done when it comes to their animation. It is beautiful. And it's not for kids. It's for, well, kids can appreciate it, but adults appreciate it more probably because you can get more out of the story. It's unfortunate that for some reason here,
I'll give you an alternative to something that's accomplished all of those things.
Yes.
But isn't necessarily geared more towards adults. It's towards everybody. It may seem like it's just for kids, but no. I could enjoy it just as much as a kid. K-pop Demon Hunters.
Yeah.
And I'm so glad that it's gotten such high praise. I don't know why. I'm not sure what was wrong with me, why it took me so long to jump on the bandwagon and finally watch it. But again, it's like what they do with the animation, the music, the storytelling. Adults can gain even more out of actually the lessons being told in it than probably kids will. But kids will enjoy it just the same. They're just getting different pieces and nuggets out of it.
Princess Mononoke, great story, Spirited Away. Just because they're animated films doesn't mean it's just a medium. And it's unfortunate that
shouldn't be looked down upon because it's colorful and animated and is cartoon.
It's just a medium to tell a story.
Yeah.
And it provides, in some cases, sometimes it's the only medium to be able to tell a certain story. So I think we don't ever get a movie, at least not.
We will never see another movie to the level of Alice in Wonderland again.
At least with not how we're progressing in some of how we look at like popular culture. There's this whole thing about show versus tell, and with how distracted we are, like Netflix basically has to like take a pause in the middle of a TV show and tell us what's going on, because it's just people's attention spans for these type of things don't survive. So like I can't imagine someone trying to watch Alice now because it was
You did.
I know, but I'm able to disconnect from all that stuff and focus on stuff like that and have an appreciation for it. And it's just not something that I think it would really struggle. Yeah. And so that being said, how does it rank against the other ones? Oh my goodness. Okay. Let's talk about that.
Does it stand out to you? So again, we recap: Treasure Planet, Brother Bear, The Rescuers, Fox and the Hound, Atlantis, and the Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh.
Of course it stands out. Okay, so this was the rankings. I'm gonna talk about. These are my previous rankings. and then we'll fit it in from there. Okay.
I was gonna do a whole lead up. Do you not see the
Okay, we'll
sentence
do
I
the
wrote
lead
before
out.
this?
We'll do the lead out then.
Okay, everyone. Drum roll, Clayton. Do a frog drum roll because the drum like has a frog head on it in the movie. Ribbit. Okay, this is the moment we have all been awaiting for. The Clayton Watches final ranking. You've heard that right, folks. So last time we did this for the Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh, this was Clayton's official ranking. Number 6, coming in last. Still comes in hot. It's still a good film, but last for Clayton. Atlantis, number 6. Number 5, it's The Fox and the Hound. 4, Treasure Planet. Number 3, we're getting into the oldies. Clayton had more appreciation for this old classic that does not get enough love. Number 3 was The Rescuers. Number 2, also an underappreciated film, but new. It's not even newer. It's like we're 20 years old. Oh my gosh. This film's over 20 years old. Number 2, Brother Bear. That one's on its way to number 1 almost, but not quite. You know, because one of the songs is On My Way. Tell everybody I'm on my way.
You know, when we were on our last cruise ship, that was one of the trivia questions, On My Way.
It was.
And I said, that's a very Phil Collins drum beat, but we couldn't figure it out.
I thought we were thinking Tarzan.
But I had Phil Collins right.
Yeah.
All right.
You know that Phil Collins jam anywhere.
Yeah.
And number 1, a very, very classic film. Also an oldie. The Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh. Silly old bear. There we go. That's how they all stood for you in the past.
I'm gonna slot this movie into.
Where does this one slide in for you?
I'm gonna slide it in.
Not into your DMs.
Oh my god. I'm gonna slide it into number.
Yes.
Number 2.
Really? It beats Brother Bear?
Yes.
Really?
It's better than Brother Bear. Brother Bear is very good, and I appreciate what they. That was a movie where they tried to take risks and how they played with certain things and used that within on animation. This is why I love animation so much, because they used aspects and like they do this in Hail Mary. Because we saw Hail Mary. I saw it twice. On IMAX.
You saw Project Hail Mary twice within a week time span.
It's only going to be an IMAX for another couple days.
I know.
And it was 100% worth it to see it on that screen.
100% worth it to see Ryan Gosling on that screen.
You want to go one more time?
When? When are we going to go?
I don't know, tonight.
Tonight.
Tomorrow? We only have a couple more days.
Okay. We'll discuss this after.
Amaze.
It is a maze.
You want to go question?
Statement.
You want to
exclamation.
You want to go statement. But they play with aspect ratio to tell 2 different portions of, and this is something that some directors like to do, and generally they use different aspect ratios to tell different portions of the story and to do different things. So I liked in that one, we have full scale when we're all in space, and we're in widescreen spectrum when we're back on Earth.
And I'll take this back to
But
Disney.
Brother Bear did the same thing, because at the very beginning we're 4:3 and very muted colors. Then he becomes a bear. Everything is a widescreen, very bright, vibrant colors.
It's almost like the world's opened up to Kenai.
And
we highly suggest, if this at all sounds interesting to you, definitely go check out our Brother Bear
this
episode.
is why I love animation, because you can do, you can do this in traditional filmmaking, but you have more options available to you because you are limited by your imagination and what you can draw. And to some aspects in real life you are, but it's going to have a plastically look with all CGI on top of it.
Yeah.
This is why hand-drawn animation is the best.
It does. It has a different type of life in it, and really the sky is the limit. It just depends who is imagining it, what they're capable of creating, and there's more believability, where if it's the comparison is live action. If you take the world of Alice, make it live action, you have these fantastical creatures, and it's a CG animated character next to a live action person, there's that sense of disbelief.
Yes.
Because you know it's not really there. Where when everything is animated in the same type of art style, There's more believability there. You can more so suspend your disbelief and get lost in the world rather than thinking, okay, that's just a computer-generated image that's next to a live-action character.
So I think in the grand scheme of things, yes, this movie is better than Brother Bear, but
I'd say it's more consistent, which is weird to say about Alice because it is kind of all over the place and wacky. But it's, as you mentioned, it's almost like a lot of vignettes meshed together where they're short little sections of her meeting these different characters, progressing through the world of Wonderland, but it's consistent in that way. And there's just one through line, and that is the White Rabbit and her chasing him. Everything else doesn't really have to make sense.
Yeah.
And it's like we said, it's about the journey of her getting to figure out where the White Rabbit is going.
Yeah.
And it's just about this fantastical world of Wonderland and being in a dreamlike state. Nothing really has to make sense. You can do a lot of fun gags and imagery and character interactions. It doesn't really have to make sense how she got from point A to point B. It's just about the fun of joining her for this time while you're in this unbelievable world.
Yeah. So,
and I think I do agree with you because I really do love Brother Bear. But when we did discuss it, there are some of the best moments in that film where it really excels. But there are inconsistencies with part of like the journey section of the movie, which is the bulk of the film. So there were like really high highs, but there are some inconsistencies that affects the flow of the entire movie, where Alice in Wonderland, it is wacky all the way through.
Yeah. But I think number 2 for me. So
I'd say that's fair. I do think Winnie the Pooh is a better film.
Yeah.
Even though Alice is just my favorite, but
so
I understand why it's not.
Winnie and then Alice.
Okay.
Yeah. Both Sterling Holloway.
Yeah, Sterling Holloway in both films.
Yeah. You know another reference to Alice in Wonderland? Matrix.
The White Rabbit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want to watch that tonight?
Okay. How are we going to watch Project Hail Mary and we'll also watch The Matrix?
Well, assuming you don't want to
Or we can just watch live action Alice in Wonderland.
It's my pick this weekend.
Let's keep this trail rolling.
You had your picks, and it's my pick. And I had to sacrifice one night.
Alice was not a sacrifice. That was an enjoyable enhancement
I sacrificed
of your
my
evening.
pick. My pick, though, it's my weekend.
Technically, you picked Alice in Wonderland as being your next Clayton watches. You said, you know what, Emily? We're doing Alice
We
next.
were looking for easy content that we could get out when we were originally scheduled this to be done a month ago. But, we all know where that went. The sickness.
Mm-hmm.
But, yes, we've determined personally the best and easiest way for us to not him and haw about what we're going to watch. We just switch off weekends.
Mm-hmm.
So
equal partnership.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone's happy.
We trade off. No questions asked. I do try to keep my movie picks within the realm of stuff that you will enjoy, and you try to do the same.
Yeah. I'm not going to blatantly choose something I think you're going to hate.
I don't go the hardest of the hard with the sci-fi or some of the fantasy.
I'll just say you can watch the Transformers films without me.
I do feel that
that's a little too much for me.
I do feel that we're missing a whole lot of fantasy films. I feel like there could be a whole new world
labyrinth
of fantasy films.
What, that haven't been created, or ones that I haven't watched with you?
I just feel like it's such an interesting genre that they just have not figured out how to adapt yet.
Okay.
In a way that, because they've struggled with, they hit it out of the park with Lord of the Rings. They struggled with The Hobbit. They added a bunch of stuff to The Hobbit that doesn't exist.
How do we get, we're talking about Alice. How do we get here?
We're talking about adaptations, so it's kind of relevant. And then, it's just like, feel like we could do, I just need more.
Princess Bride. Let's watch that. That's a great one. That's a fantasy one.
That is a fantasy one, yeah. That is a fantasy one, yes. Maybe. My pick, so we'll see. Okay. But to wrap it up on Alice.
Give me your closing thoughts on how great you think it is.
It was a great film.
So did you say I have good taste?
I never said you didn't have great taste because, I mean, you shackled up with this guy.
Shackled. Usually I get called the ball and chain. So you're shackled.
You remember that one time we were in Rayleigh's?
Pirates? Oh.
What were you going to think?
No, at the end of Pirates, they used to sell like the ball and chain, and your joke was always to say, Ham, that's you.
No, I was talking about it when we were in Rayleigh's that one time, and that lady in front of us. You remember that story too? Yeah.
You're not going to... Only I understand this.
We were in Rayleigh's once.
Grocery store.
For those of you who don't have Rayleigh's, which is whatever, but we were in a grocery store, and this lady in front of us turned around, saw us, and she looked me up and down, and she looked at you. She's like, "Good job." I was like, "I'm right here."
Give me the 2 thumbs up.
Yeah.
Well done. Well done. She just does like a slow clap.
Yeah. But no, you have good taste. I mean, it's a good film. It is a good film. I think it is a product of its time. I don't think it's made today. I think it's just so but I think it's good. I just don't think it's made today in the same way.
No.
And which I guess we've seen with what they try to do with the live action ones. Well, we haven't seen.
Which you will see.
Which I will see at some point, but not tonight.
Okay, at some point.
But at some point,
point during this series, we will watch it.
The series gets bigger by the.
It's Emily, it's almost like you had one of those eat me things, and it's just growing and growing.
Is the definition of Darth Vader. I've altered the deal. Pray don't alter it any further. She has
don't tempt me.
She has complete control over the content on this channel. So
do you doubt that I could stretch this out to 10 episodes?
I did do a.
Is that a challenge?
No.
Is that a chilling challenge?
No. I did do an Emperor.
Good.
I did. I was talking to someone at work, and they had this chair, like kind of similar to this chair. So I was sitting in it talking to him.
Yeah.
We were talking about these sequence of issues, and I told him just file a couple more bucks for it. He's like, I don't want to do that. I was like, just do it. And then I was like, hold on. Let me get in a character. So I stood up. I got up there, and I was like, do it.
Oh my gosh.
One of the other engineers that was right there was like, he started laughing. Do it. That's the only way I keep my sanity.
That's how you entertain yourself while at work.
Yeah. Otherwise I would lose it. Which this week when I went to office, I was losing
Clayton
it.
would become mad, just like the Queen of Hearts.
Oh yeah. You know, we're a little like the Cheshire Cat at work. We're all mad here. And I'm the happiest lunatic of all of them. Stuck within so many. Okay. Sorry. I went to a dark place.
Let's go back to Wonderland, not in reality.
I went to a dark place, not Wonderland.
Come back with me into Wonderland.
I'm not Wonderland, just a dark place.
I forgot to ask you, what do you think about how? I mean, we'll for sure talk about this because without a doubt, I'm covering the Disneyland Dark Ride to go with this series.
Yeah, of course.
No question on that.
Yeah.
But the adaptation from movie to ride, like about the whole scene because it is featured in the Dark Ride of her falling down when she goes into the rabbit hole.
Yeah.
That is also a really great scene.
Well done.
Very weird and wacky.
Yeah, let's not use our content for later right now.
No, well, that's part of the movie.
Yeah. Oh, but let's not talk about the ride because that's for later.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Well, this also has more to do with theme park rides, but talking about films.
Yes.
And ones that make for a very immersive experience while you're watching. Alice in Wonderland also lends itself to making for great theme park adaptations. Just picture it with me, Clayton.
Okay.
If you need to do a new land, Wonderland.
Oh, there you go.
Boom.
Yeah.
I would love to see an entire Wonderland.
Coming to Tokyo Disney.
There's so much you can do with that.
Coming to Tokyo Disney in 2029.
Please.
Meanwhile,
we need it.
Meanwhile, we'll still be scrapping for a Tomorrowland redo here in the States.
One day. Gotta keep dreaming, Clayton.
Yeah.
Keep dreaming and hoping.
Yeah.
Keep that optimism alive, just as Walt would say.
While we dream about Tomorrowland refreshes.
And dream about a whole Wonderland in the Disney theme parks.
I guess we can call it for this week.
Yeah, so that's been Clayton Watches, Alice in Wonderland.
Part 1 of 7.
Well, that's the end of Clayton Watches. The rest is history time.
Oh,
hey, everyone,
no.
Bring out those nerd glasses.
How many episodes are you thinking we have on the history?
I have no clue.
Are we talking about Lewis Carroll?
I don't know. Do you want me to?
I don't know.
I can. Just a little bit. I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know. Sure.
What?
I don't know. I guess we could talk about him. Lewis Carroll, that is.
Okay.
A little bit. Set the scene of Alice in Wonderland.
Uh-huh.
And it's the choice to adapt it into a movie.
Mm-hmm.
Because I would actually be curious to know what the reaction to Alice,
the book
was
mm-hmm.
when the book was released, because I have no concept of that.
So you were not alive for that.
Well, not that it's not even something that has skirted my realm of knowledge seeking in this world.
Okay, it sounds like you're interested.
Well, I mean, a little
Clayton's
bit.
like, curiouser and curiouser.
I mean, when we talked about the last one, Winnie the Pooh, we talked all about the reception of the Winnie the Pooh books.
Well, sure. I mainly did that because Winnie the Pooh very much lends itself into a book.
Yeah. What?
Nothing. There's just a really long pause, so you're going to have to edit.
Yeah. Well, I guess next week, you, me, a date with some history.
Sounds perfect. Sign me up any of the day of the week.
Well, it's easy to get you. Wasn't there something about this we were joking about this week, I think? Can't remember. I feel like I was joking with you about something about in this realm, history, knowledge.
I don't know.
Maybe not. I don't know. It's tough to tell because you were gone the whole week, and when you're gone, I kind of enter this nothingness of an existence. I basically come out of the bedroom, go downstairs, and then I go sit in my room, in my office here.
It's okay. All it takes is just a couple words. Emily, I missed you.
I did miss you.
Oh.
Okay.
I did miss you, even though I was off in Disney.
Yeah, you had
I was off at my
funny way of showing it.
I was off at my home while you were at my third home.
You had a funny,
first home is Disneyland. Second is Disney World. Third home is
you had a funny way of showing it. Let's put it that way. All right. Enough of this hodgepodge of nonsense.
Well, it is nonsensical.
Yeah. With that,
remember to be kind to each other. And let's make
it magical.
Bye, everybody.